politics, to talk about what Kenya has to do. And all this, as you've said, has to go back to leadership and the kind of people that we put into these offices, which then brings me to the conversation on how leadership then affects economies and decisions that affect that as well.
Everything.
So you look at Africa as you speak right now. African Union pretty much has come with PAPS, which is a way Africa can be doing business with, African countries can do business with each other. But we see that the African Union is coming up with a clear way of money moving around the continent, but you're not looking at how these economies we're trying to grow will survive, right? Okay. So then that means the leadership that the continent is putting into place has to be one that is diplomatically savvy and knows exactly how to play in that space. Would you reckon?
Look, it's my view that there are multiple revolutions that are going to happen on the continent this year. You remember I predicted Madagascar here on this show. You know, the Sahel Union has experienced a revolution led by young people, 24-year-olds in the army. 24, the mean age of Burkina Faso's revolution is 24 to 25 years old. The oldest is Captain Traoré.
At 35.
Nigeria is going to experience the same thing because 80%, maybe a little bit less, of those people are under 25. Now, what do they wake up to? Netflix. They've got these phones. They see how the other kids in the rest of the world are living. They want opportunity. This revolution is a revolution of opportunity. They want jobs. They don't want to trek through the Sahel. They don't want to go to a fortress in Europe. You see, the president of Cameroon has just appointed his son
as the deputy.
It's a monarchy. In the Gulf of Guinea, we know what's going on. I think that we are going to have the most tumultuous period in African history. It is going to be worse than the independence period because the whole continent of nearly 1.8 billion people are fed up, and the ones who are most fed up are the ones here in Kenya, the ones who iko kadi. Unawajua hawa jamaa. Those are the guys who are going to elect me Langata MP. Can you imagine when I go into the National Assembly what I'm going to do to William Samoei Arap Ruto?
What will you do?
Atalala. Hata guarantee you that much, hata lala, because this country deserves better. The people of this country, I've never seen a better people, and I've traveled maybe to hundreds of countries around the world. The people of this country are just amazing people. The resources we have is amazing. The weather we have is amazing. The country that we have is amazing.
The brains we
have. But they found 500 million shillings of executives of the Kenya pipeline in their houses. What else do we need to say to tell the people of this country that their country is being robbed blind, and that this problem of fuel and these arrests are fake, and what is going to happen is that in another week or two you're going to see these fellows back in their office because the person who appointed them was the president. These fake arrests and this fake but we don't, he's the one who inaugurated the pipeline with all the razzmatazz. Don't be afraid. It's not you who's going to go to jail. It's me. He went there and opened the razzmatazz. and he said, oh, we're going to put it in the stock exchange. He said, we're going to go do this. Look at the people who are leading it. They brought fuel with a sulfur content. This guy knows more about that than I do. To sell to us. And it was taken in a ship. They put a pipe in there. They put the shot. And that's not the way we get oil. So I want to lastly say, patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel. You're going to hear that we're protecting the oil industry. We need to fix the oil industry. Not one iota of a new idea will come. Business as usual will go back, and the monopolies who control the oil, as we've heard here, are going to continue, and they're going to put taxes on our oils, and we're the people who are going to suffer.
So, Chomba, because we're running short of time, one would ask